Hey everyone, welcome to Carrie's Garage, and on this episode, we're going to check out the Rambler a little bit more and actually go take it for a drive. And if you haven't already done it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And we're here with the 1960 Rambler American that's currently covered in leaves because I decided to park it under a tree last night. So I've done a lot of work with this car since we got it. There's a bunch of episodes you can see on the channel. I'll put the links down below. But today, we're going to start it up. It's cold, so it'll be a quick cold start. And we're going to go take it for a quick little drive and kind of talk about it. So we're here in the Rambler. You see the really cool speedometer. They call it the monoscope. This is the automatic. It's got the Borg Warner. The reverse is actually all the way down at the bottom, like some of the early GM stuff. So let's go ahead and give her a cold start. She should start up. I drove her yesterday, so let's see. Give her a couple of pumps, and I need to lubricate that linkage. I do need to adjust the choke. So let me go ahead and get the GoPro going and let's take her for a drive. So I do apologize, you're probably gonna rattle around a bunch on that camera. I'll try and stabilize it a little bit, but let's see how she does. Now, one thing to remember, this is a 61-year-old car. It's sat for a long time, and I've slowly been getting it back on the road, and there's still plenty to do to it, but, you know, overall, she runs pretty good. There's all those leaves blowing around. Yeah, for some reason, poor thing is just so cold-blooded. And the rear window rattles so bad. I'll roll it down just a little bit so it won't rattle. Once the engine gets a little bit of temperature in it, it's pretty good. But I do need to go in and go through that carburetor and really adjust it. So there is a lot of stuff I still need to do for reliability factors. I need to go through the whole front end. I need to service the differential. I would like to service the transmission as well. So we're just gonna take it on a short little jaunt. I always like to stretch your legs, it's fun. I really love driving this car. It's such a cool car. All right, we're out onto the pavement, so shouldn't be rattling around as much as on the dirt road. It's got the 196 Flathead, one barrel carburetor, and it doesn't go anywhere in a hurry, but it does pretty good. The automatic transmission shifts surprisingly smooth. You know, it's only got 57,000 original miles on it. The tires, even knowing they only have 15 or 20 miles on it, they're pretty old. I think they were replaced sometime in the mid-2000s with brand new tires, but they sat for a long time, pretty flat, so they got some pretty bad flat spots on them. So here soon, I'm planning on putting new tires on it. But she's just a good old cruiser. I'm gonna redo the whole interior, get the seats reupholstered, get the door panels done. And then eventually I'm gonna do paint on it and repaint it the original Festival Rose, this kind of Pepto-Bismol paint color, which I absolutely love. But, you know, it's like I said in the previous videos, it's an original Albuquerque car. It was bought here locally. My friend's great-grandmother bought it new, so I got it from the original family, which is really awesome. And I've loved this car since I was 16 years old, and so the fact that I now own it is amazing. So, to really remember of what this car was in the late 50s, early 60s, is this was a fairly inexpensive economy car. So, you know, suspension isn't really that sophisticated. You know, flathead engine still by 60. It does what it does, and it does it fairly well. And it is just a fun old classic car. And really, it's kind of funny to, you know, think about it, but this is barely post-war. Even by 1960, still the design of this car is very, almost barely wartime. You still got the bottom hinge brake with the master cylinder that's bolted onto the underside. Flathead engine, you know, it drives like a much older car than it actually is. I've driven a lot of cars from 1960, 61, 62, and this car definitely drives a lot older than it is. But she's a good old honest girl and love this car to death. And since so many people really seem to like the video of the old Rambler, I figured it was about time that we took her out for a drive and did a quick little driving review. This is one of the things I really wish it was a manual, but it works the way it is. Once it gets a bit of heat in it, warms up a bit, runs super smooth. The old Flathead just kind of sings like a sewing machine. And not like a singer, those are too loud. Alright, we're about to turn back onto the dirt road, so I'm going to turn the GoPro off so I don't rattle you guys to pieces. Well, there you go. There was a quick little drive in the 1960 Rambler American. More of a ride-along than a driving review, really, but figured you guys would like to finally see it since I've gotten a lot of comments and a lot of really cool input on the Rambler video. So definitely stay tuned because we're going to be getting a lot more work done to this car. We're going to start stripping all of the surface rust and the paint off of it, start putting it in a primer and getting it ready to get painted. That's not going to happen for a while, but we've got a lot of prep work to do and just kind of overall in general cleaning and doing a few more projects on it. And then at some point next year, we're going to go ahead and get all the upholstery done and just really spiff it up and make it look like a really gorgeous car that it deserves to be again in its original pink, the Festival Rose. But thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it and catch you guys in the next video.